I am actually kind of excited to talk about this one. I feel like we have so much to discuss. But anyway, let's go ahead and introduce the very exciting show.
Well, you don't sound excited. You sound tired.
I've been awake all day. Fuck everyone.
Everyone's been awake all day, brother. Anyway.
That's not true. Maybe some people just woke up and are listening to this. God only knows.
Shut your pie hole and let me introduce the show.
Go ahead.
So welcome to episode 25 of Stuck in the Middle with You, a podcast where two guys take a look at a critically divisive film and see on what side of the critical consensus they fall on. My name is Derek Gade, and with me, as always, is my friend, collaborator, and associate from the southeastern United States, Mr. Juan. How are you, man?
I'm pretty great. Pretty, you know, pretty good. Pretty good.
You good?
That was like a terrible.
Whatever it was terrible.
That was a terrible Larry David impression. But anyway.
Oh God, okay.
It was from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Anyway.
Alright. So, shitty impressions aside, we watched a movie for this podcast. And
really?
We
watched a movie?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's the whole MO of this pod. We watch a movie with a 50% Rotten Tomatoes score, and then we talk about its merits and its faults, and
I'm shocked, honestly. I had no idea that's the podcast we were doing.
So you've just been operating blind for 25 episodes.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, like I thought this was about me. I thought it was always about me and just like what I just happened to watch this week. But anyway, I like how many like ridiculous just moments I'm going off on today, even though I actually do really want to talk about this movie.
Yeah, this movie is probably one of the stranger films we've done here on Stuck in the Middle with You. The film in question that we've decided to cover is Aria, released in 1987 and directed by Robert Altman, Bruce Beresford, Bill Bryden, Jean-Luc Godard, Derek Jarman, Frank Rodham, Nicholas Roeg, Ken Russell, Charles Sturridge, and Gillian Temple. That's right. It's our first omnibus film here at Stuck in the Middle with You.
Yep, but they were not directed in that order because it's differently presented, because it's cooler than that alphabetical nonsense.
The fleet-eared among you would have realized the second I said Altman, Beresford, Bryden that this is an alphabetical listing.
But in fairness, it could have actually been shot that way. I'm trying to think if New York Stories was done. No, it wasn't. It wasn't done that way because it was Scorsese, Allen, Coppola. So that's not even, no.
So what the hell is well, I'm not going to ask you, dude, what the hell this movie's about. I'm going to ask you, what the fuck is the concept of Aria?
Well, the concept of Aria, as you can probably imagine by the very, very exciting title, Aria.
What the fuck's an Aria?
What the fuck's an Aria? Do you need a description of what an Aria is?
No, I'm like Joe Dumbass. I don't know what an Aria is. What's an Aria?
I don't know how to properly explain a fucking aria. It's it's a piece of music typically used within an opera, and sometimes it's purely instrumental. Sometimes it's usually performed by a singer. But yeah, that's it. I don't I don't really know how else to further explain it without going to Wikipedia and sitting down and reading through the entire thing. What is an aria?
Well, luckily for you, I've got Wikipedia right here, and it says that an aria in music was originally any expressive melody, usually but not always performed by a singer.
I was right.
The term became used almost exclusively to describe a self-contained piece for one voice with or without orchestral accompaniment, normally part of a larger work. The typical context for an aria is opera, but vocal arias also feature in oratorios and cantatas, sharing features of the operatic arias of their periods. So yeah.
So basically what I said, but prettier.
Yeah. So what of the arias? What happens in this film related to arias?
Basically there are how many segments? 1, 2,
10.
3, 4. There's 10, right? Okay. And each one is like just kind of visual accompaniment to each aria, and
They're basically
some of
music
them
videos.
kind of mirror. Yes, some of them kind of mirror what the arias are about, and some of them I don't know because I'm not that familiar with opera.
Neither am I. I'm a total opera dunce.
Which I kind of feel obviously gives us a very interesting perspective on this, well, like compared to someone who like may have seen a lot of these operas or, you know, heard a lot of these operas and know what they're about, and they have like an established context to them where they can't necessarily remove themselves from that established context to watch this movie.
So one thing is that I would be hard pressed to think of a quote higher form of art than the opera as far as like prestige and cultural baggage is concerned, and it's now wedded to that lovable mutt of art forms, film.
And it's done so in a very interesting way, I feel.
I think this movie is terminally interesting, but that's also, I think, the lot of the anthology film.
Yes, I mean that happens in most cases, but I would argue this is probably one of my preferred anthology films as a whole.
I don't think I've seen a ton of them, so I would be hard pressed to like.
Do we want to start one by one, or do we want to start with the framing and then?
No, I think we'll cover the framing when it shows up at the end, because I think we can talk about these individually.
That's fair. Okay, so the first one is Nicholas Roeg's short.
Yep, Un ballo in Maschera.
By Giuseppe
Verdi, a name I recognize.
I mean, I would hope so. He has plenty of pieces in this movie.
So, what do you think of this one, man?
I loved it. I was iffy on it the first time a little bit because I thought it was the opening was a little bit awkward for some reason. I don't know why. But then when I went back and I rewatched it, and I thought it flows so naturally, and it's so well edited. And the only thing that I thought was a little off was the shootout at the end of it. But outside of that, it's so beautifully shot and beautifully framed. And Teresa Russell is gorgeous as King Zog, because the whole thing, it's like a fictionalized account of an assassination on King Zog the First of Albania.
Kneel before Zog.
Terrible. But yeah, I really liked Teresa Russell in it. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, I thought it was. I mean, I didn't watch it a second time, so I basically had the same reaction as you did the first time. Mm-hmm. It's very stately. It's very like mannered. It felt like watching like a Fassbinder film a little bit.
A little bit. I can actually definitely see that comparison.
But I mean, ultimately, I thought it was fine. It's in the middle of the pack for me.
Really?
Lots of sort of exchange glances. It's very nice looking, but you know.
I mean, I'm a sucker for exchange glances, though. That's the thing. Like, glances are what I love in movies.
I think this ultimately is why we rated Carol the way we did.
Yes, I was literally about to bring up Carol.
Is this the same thing?
You did it first.
So yeah, I'm actually going to pull up because I actually have a power ranking for the films. Yeah, I have Roy at 7th out of 10.
7th?
7th.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I've got 6 other pieces above him.
Oh, why are we friends? Okay, whatever. We'll keep on discussing this, and then we'll rank them at the end.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't have an actual ranking. I just have like ratings, but I don't feel like saying all my ratings because they're so arbitrary anyway.
We'll sort them out, and then we'll go through our top 10 later. So number 2 is directed by Charles Sturridge, and it's La Vergne degli Angeli from La Forza del Destino. Another Giuseppe Fergie. Giuseppe Fergie.
I mean, I'm interested in this match. I feel like we should place the London Bridge over the short. I mean, anything could have made this short better.
You know what? I really like this.
Really?
I liked
like
how
it's fine.
I liked how spare it was. I mean, listen, I come from a very, very small town. Kids stealing cars and driving around and crashing them is like, it's not cool, but there is like sort of a romanticism to it.
Honestly, it makes perfect sense why you liked this so much and why I liked Rogue so much. Like,
yeah, well, you know.
But yeah, the whole premise of this short is literally like 3 kids steal a car.
Yeah. They
That's
steal
it.
a car, they drive through London, and then they crash the car. I feel like this has the most overt music video feel to it.
Yes.
Because
Yes, I would agree there.
it's all like slow mo and it's all shot through like windshields and whatnot.
And
And
it's funny because like I think it's very nicely shot. I'm very into the black and white photography. Like it's just it flows nicely, but I didn't care about anything in it.
I cared. I cared.
I know you did because you have those small town feels.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we'll get back to this because there's another one of the shorts later on that I feel does the same thing.
Okay,
But yeah,
something else about this one. Well, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I reiterate that I like this one.
Yeah. One of the things that like just in the way that it shot a little bit and the fact that it focuses on like these teen girls and the kid, it like vaguely reminded me of certain Jane Campion shorts. I don't know, just specifically in the way it was shot, not so much in mood or anything, but
Okay.
but then again, I don't know, like I feel like black and white things about teens are, fairly popular.
I guess. I mean,
I don't know. Have I even seen anything else by Charles Sturridge?
you know what? I don't know. Let me see.
I have not seen a single other film by Charles Sturridge.
No, me neither.
Interesting.
That's a big old goose egg for me.
Maybe you should, considering you liked this.
You know, the one I recognize is his first movie, Brideshead Revisited.
Yeah, same.
So maybe that would be like the place to start.
Yeah, why not?
So number 3, Armide.
Armide, whatever.
Actually, no, it would be Armide because the opera in question is French. It's by Jean-Baptiste Lully.
Which is by Jean-Luc Godard,
Yeah,
who
and
I
it's-
typically do not like in his post-60s filmmaking, but holy shit, I loved this short.
It's muscle dudes at a gym, and they're like, pumping iron, and these two ladies try to distract them with their nudity.
Not just with their nudity. At first, they try distracting them by just like...
By what it looks like dabbing their sweat off their bodies.
Basically, they were like literally just like standing in front of them, like just any amount of attention. And then they start obviously like touching them, taking off their clothes, threatening them with like knives. Like they do everything physically possible to get these men to notice them. But the men are so self-absorbed, and I love it.
I like the fact that they're so into pumping iron that they're completely oblivious to everything else.
The thing is, like, it's true. That's like, I don't want to say like that's exactly how I feel when I look at people at the gym sometimes, but like it's so true.
Here's the thing about the gym. Not everyone at the gym is a musclehead.
No, it's true.
You know?
I'm not saying that, but there are certain people, and it makes so much sense to me. And I feel like I'm almost extending this short to my own like life context, and like I feel like certain men who are like so interested in bodies or like their bodies in particular are so focused on themselves or finding someone who looks like themselves that they have absolutely no interest in anything around them, even when it's arguably beautiful and it's actually interested in them.
I mean, those dudes were like scarily buff. I mean,
Well, yes, I know, but
I mean, I watch wrestling. I mean, those dudes are in shape, but this is like crazy.
No, I'm not. I mean, obviously, and it's supposed to be funny. Like the whole thing is supposed to be very amusing, obviously, because Jean-Luc Godard's sense of humor is like it's very much on the screen.
Speaking of on the screen, you've got the sound coming in and out of the gym
It's
and the
the
aria.
most experimental one, arguably.
You have the title cards at the beginning.
You have dialogue.
The subtitle dialogue at the end. It's probably the most formally audacious of the bunch of them, which is, I guess, par for the course when you're talking about Jean-Luc Godard.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I can't imagine any of the other filmmakers making something so, I don't want to say like experimental, but technically, yeah, experimental, because it almost doesn't care about the music.
I mean, we'll get there. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I got one guy in my back pocket.
Okay. But yeah, like I almost feel like Godard's isn't so much interested about using the music as a narrative.
No, I mean, this is clear. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. But anyway, anything else to add to Godard's?
I mean, I kind of want to like see. I mean, am I the only one of the two who was reminded of Pain and Gain?
A little bit. I can definitely see that.
I mean, kind of a funny movie about sort of unchecked privilege and narcissism.
I could definitely see that. That makes sense to me.
How much am I going to have to pay Jean-Luc Godard to like make a Pain and Gain?
Remake Pain and Gain?
Yeah.
I would honestly be the happiest person in the world. Like I would be excited for a Godard film. Like I would absolutely.
Let's fly Marky Mark and The Rock over to Switzerland and see what happens.
Oh my god, please, let's do this. But
there's a surprising amount of nudity in this film.
It has what I was talking about, because I mean, back in the day when we did our last Jean-Luc Godard thing, I mentioned that it was going to have titties right before watching it. And I knew for a fact this one would also have titties, because it's even like, it seemed even more artsier and prone to titties.
Yeah, I mean, I would have
the Rolling Stones documentary.
I would have taken the under. I would have taken all my money and put it on the under. But no, I mean, no, there is and not just in the Godard short. I mean, generally, there's a healthy amount of nudity in this film.
Titties. Yes. But I was glad that Godard's satisfied. So what's next on our exciting list of short films within Aria?
Rigoletto, directed by Julian Temple.
Yes.
I thought this was kind of lame, dude.
Really? I liked it so much.
I thought it was like indistinguishable from like any like 80s sex comedy.
But I actually thought this one worked, and I thought it was so well shot.
I mean,
it has all of these like leisurely long takes, and they move so nicely, and then they fade, like they just like he moves onto the black screen, and then he just goes to the next one and goes to the next one. And I thought it was so funny, and it moves with the music.
I mean,
the whole premise of the short, it's like a bedroom farce, and it's just a movie producer's cheating on his wife, and his wife is also cheating with him in like the other room right next door. And there's like fantasy situations, and I thought it was very amusing.
I didn't.
Really? Like, okay, but like, you really think it's indistinguishable from any 80s sex comedy?
I mean, of course it's distinguishable. I mean, it's got better directorial chops than a lot of those, but I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. So I very much thought Julian Temple was like, it's very well shot.
I know, but I just found it was kind of lame. I mean, the jokes weren't funny, and it's like, oh, ecstasy, boo. And no, like, it was kind of sad, actually.
Yes, it is sad.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was like, not dark humor, but like it's funny enough in a sad way. And he went on to make an amazing movie immediately after this, so, you know.
What do you make after this?
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah, okay. But no, I mean, I wasn't on board with this thing just because I thought the plotting was lame, the jokes were lame. Although it does have one genuinely great image, and that's the Elvis impersonator singing along to the aria.
Oh my God, yes, to the aria. I thought it was so good.
And in what is by far the best lip syncing to an aria in the film.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because
I wholeheartedly agree there.
Because almost every other instance is horrible.
Yes, it is, especially the closing sequence, in my opinion.
John Hurt, man, was acting up a storm, but he couldn't fucking lip sync to save his life.
Well, no, they couldn't edit to save his life.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so is that all we have to say about this
one? I think that's all.
I will say, I now officially dream of dressing up as a sheep and having someone dressed up as a woodsman. And having them lifting.
See, I'm starting to think that you like the shit that is also happens. Like, I think there's like a Venn diagram of one circle is short films in Aria, and the other circle is Juan's sex fantasies.
Oh my God, shut up.
And the ones you like are the ones that are in the intersection, because you've got the muscle dudes, and you've got You've got
And
the
now I
fucking.
have like couples cheating on each other in weird fantasy situations.
I was
No, because
thinking
I don't care for the caveman one.
no, but I was thinking more of specifically the fucking axe dude, the fucking Paul Bunyan fucking his sheep.
Oh my god, Paul Bunyan. Like, yeah, that guy was hot. I don't even care what anyone says. Anyway.
Oh god, what if
Also, the woman kind of looked like Bernadette Peters, but not that much. So I was also thoroughly amused by that concept. Anyway. I'm so gay.
Yeah, it's like that Katy Perry song.
No, please, go away. Don't bring that garbage up. Anyway, next one is by
happened.
Bruce Beresford.
Bruce Beresford. This one features a young Elizabeth Hurley, who I didn't recognize.
Neither did I, actually.
And you know when I said about really bad lip syncing to the arias?
Oh my god, yeah.
This has some pretty bad lip syncing to the arias.
This one is... No, it's not my least favorite, but it's my next to least favorite.
Pretty bad.
It's 9. It's 9 without a doubt in my mind.
I think it's 9 for me as well. It's very like sort of stately looking. It looks like a painting, a lot of light play. Lots of great shots.
So stiff though.
Lots of great shots of Brussels. I like the city stuff, but the second you've got the people there, I'm out because like
it's so fucking boring.
It's stiff when they sing to each other, and it's even stiffer when they sing, no pun intended, when they sing to each other like in bed naked.
Yeah, and also the piece is Gluck. Is that how I mean, Gluck das mir verblieb?
Verblieb.
Gluck das mir verblieb. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was so like it's simple enough, but like it feels like a necessary filler when the emotions of like every piece that follows it is so much higher, except for like the one immediately following it. But like we'll discuss that in a minute.
Yeah, lifeless, bloodless, sexless, not great. Let's put it that way.
And like I feel like, I mean, like even the Wikipedia description, like scenic footage of empty streets and cemeteries is intercut with the duet of two lovers, providing counterpointed to the dead city. And like,
I mean, I was expecting some Umbrella of Cherbourg shit. Like
the thing is, like they're both so lifeless. The streets are as lifeless as the love. Like it's also bland.
Yeah, it gets worse in retrospect when you see some of the other ones that involve people.
The thing is, like, if you see, like, let's just say, like, Rodham's immediately after this, like, if those two shorts were put back to back, you'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
this
basically.
Dude sucks. But anyway, there's one more piece immediately before Rodham that we need to discuss because I think it is both of our number 10.
Oh, Bobby, why would you do this to me?
I know. Oh, God. Robert Altman's short is a massive disappointment to me.
Abaris ou les Boréades.
I'm so glad you said that because I cannot.
This is
Jean-Philippe Rameau.
Yeah, music by Jean-Philippe Rameau, libretto by Louis de Cahusac. This is a piece of shit.
No. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the concept
is cool.
Of the short is just like it's a recreation of the opening night at Paris's Théâtre
Do it.
Ranelagh.
Ranelagh, boy.
Ranelagh is good enough. Whatever. In 1734, and the audience is basically just like a bunch of
ruffians and weirdos.
Silence. Yeah, dressed up in their finest, messiest fucking clothes.
Yeah, they're dressed in their Wednesday best.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the whole short. There's nothing to it.
Well, there's something interesting about when a short or a film or whatever, it makes an audience look at an audience. It makes you contemplate your own actions as a viewer. It makes you think about ideas of spectatorship, about where we view art, about how we view art. But unfortunately, this being a 7-minute short smack dab in the middle of an omnibus film, that context evaporates, gone.
Yup. And I feel like the only thing that Altman does here is utilize his ensemble to just show different people doing different things, but none of the things they're doing are interesting.
And why the fuck did he cut so much? Why did he cut so much?
Like, if you told me, oh, this whole thing was just like one long take of all of the ridiculous inmates in the fucking theater, I'd be like, okay, well, like, maybe that'd be a little more interesting. But it's just, it's not well presented. It's not interesting. It's nothing. And it could have been interesting with the scale, but like, it's not.
Yeah.
And I almost wonder if I'm missing some context because I don't know the piece of music. But like,
yeah,
I feel like when there's a billion shorts that can stand on their own, then this one not being able to kind of stands out.
I think we should move on.
Yeah, I think we should. So, back to Rodham, or not back to Rodham, but like on to Rodham, Frank Rodham, who made one of my favorites in this.
Yeah, this is really good.
Thing.
This is really
good.
But
in fairness, and I say this like in advance, I adore Tristan and Isolde.
Yeah, because this is a Liebestod from Tristan and Isolde.
Yeah, like this, I love Tristan and Isolde. Like,
so basically, it's Bridget Fonda.
It's
Bridget Fonda and her boyfriend doing some Paris, Texas shit on the highway, going to Vegas.
Some Paris, Texas shit is actually the perfect description for it.
They're on the highway. They're going to Vegas. They rent into a cheap motel. They consummate their relationship in the best nude scene of the film.
Yes.
The scene where the people are naked.
I would say yes.
And then attempt to kill themselves in the tub.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a.
I feel this. Like this is. I don't know. I felt a lot of things about this, and I also feel like it's very interestingly reflective of its opera and whatnot.
See, well,
it's romantic and it's tragic.
Well, that obviously is a point in its favor, but I'm gonna take your word on it because I'm ill familiar with it. But I'd like to say that the things that I feel about this are probably the same things that you felt about the Nicholas Roeg one at the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know. I felt it was like more, I guess for lack of a better term, passionate?
Yes. No, it absolutely is passionate.
It felt like there was a fire underneath this one, not just in the content, but in the way that it was made.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense, and it gets like abstract at times, and it has a pretty like strong gear shift from like lovely to sad real quick, and then there's like an ambiguous ending, and there's those masterful shots of the Nevada desert at the end. And
the thing is, like,
the camera decides to stop following them after a while. That seems like an insignificant choice, but that's really solid.
Exactly. And one of the things that that the wiki description says is they unsuccessfully try to commit suicide, and I don't know if that's true or not. It's very much it's left open ended.
It's ambiguous, yeah.
Yeah, and not to mention the title is literally Love Death.
Right.
So like I mean, I feel like it's very much implied that they do succeed.
I think maybe also you can just interpret it as like sort of a seismic event, like a paradigm shift.
Yes.
But the fact that we're discussing like the themes and the way that source and adaptation interweave just makes this one of the better films in the.
It really does.
piece.
It's honestly it's one of my top 3 without a doubt.
I think it's in my top 3 as well.
Yeah, I really, really liked it. I was really, really into it. And then it just, like, this and the next 2 are easily some of my favorites.
Now we get into the good shit. Oh,
my 2 favorites, you mean?
My man.
No, not my 2 favorites, but
my man Ken Russell, man.
Ken Russell has done no wrong to me so far, and like I obviously haven't seen some of his more popular movies. But
I've spoken highly of Mr. Russell on this podcast before, and I will not.
We always speak highly of Russell.
Nessun Dorma from Tornado. This one is so fucking good.
It really is. It's pretty damn good. I have like one tiny minor issue with it, but like it's fine.
It's this sort of.
We'll discuss it in a minute.
It's this Jodorowsky-esque like.
Yes.
Like mystic healer rune jewel
bullshit.
High priest, like completely fake but geometric sky in the background. Fucking props that look like
It's the like I know everything in this is very 80s, but this is the most quintessentially 80s piece of filmmaking in this goddamn film.
which is weird because it's not the most 80s thing that Russell has done, because
At all.
there's another Russell movie that I've seen. I don't know if you have. It's called The Lair of the White Worm.
I haven't, but I'm very
It
curious.
stars a young Hugh Grant and a young Peter Capaldi.
I mean, I'm so into this already.
And there's of course a hallucination sequence, because what Ken Russell movie is not complete without one.
It would be a crime if not.
And it's the most bootleg video art that you've ever seen in your entire life.
God. I'm so excited. But like so speaking of hallucination, the entire first half of this short is essentially a hallucination.
Yes, and but they do a pretty good job of melding hallucination and
Yes, the juxtaposition of like reality and like the fantastic element of like this gem ritual essentially.
you can
is
call it gem
so
ritual. Yeah.
good. It's so good.
It's just Ken Russell's eye is so good.
I know.
His sense
Just
of
like
style.
the eye that this man goes through his little sun wand.
Yeah, he has this high priest dude has a staff with a magnifying glass on the end. That's a sun. That's weird.
Yes, and it basically is the grand light of the operating room over this woman, and it's so good.
Good use of light in this film. Good light of light. Good use of
Gorgeous. Good use of light. Good use of color. Like
it's so bright.
I know. So okay. So wait, can I say my sole complaint about this one?
Sure.
When they're using the fucking defibrillator on her titties.
Fuck, really? Are you going to say what I think you're going to say, Mr. Barkeen?
Her titty bounce. And her, like, she was late on the bounce whenever they did the 2 times they did the thing. It was like, God. She was like a couple of seconds too late, and then they just like, I'm sorry, but like I literally saw that and I'm like, oh my God, this just took me so out of the scene.
I don't know. I was so enraptured that I didn't even notice.
I noticed because like the titty bounce was so distracting, because I thought it would have been really cool if the second like they did the jolt, they just cut to something else, like cut to her in the fantasy, and then cut back when the monitor was on, which I love the monitor, but I really like the piece as a whole. Again, it's just the titty bounce. I mean, it makes sense for Russell.
I just like that the car that they use is a Pontiac Firebird.
Yes. I turned to my friend. I was rewatching it today, and I turned to my friend, and I'm just like, it's a fucking Firebird.
Yep. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, she too comes back from the land of the dead.
I loved it.
Oh man, this is my favorite one. This is just right at the top.
It's
numero
top 3.
uno.
It's top 3.
And now we've got Depuis le jour from Louise.
My number 1.
By Derek Jarman.
This is, okay, so, like, this is the first Derek Jarman thing I've ever seen in my life.
Me too.
And I love it with all of my gay heart.
Well, it's pretty good. I mean, just right off the bat, the fact that he is a steadfast defender and user of Super 8mm.
Yes.
Which just automatically gives your movies an interesting look. But
absolutely,
what I'm more concerned with is from
young Tilda Swinton having beautiful long hair.
Well, there's that. There's that. But also, I like the way that this whole thing is structured and organized, because more than a lot of things that I've seen in my admittedly short life, this Depuis le jour short looks like how a memory looks in your mind's eye.
Yes. That is a beautiful description of this. And the entire thing is obviously based around a memory. It's an old opera singer giving her final performance, and it's all of these 8mm home videos of her love affair from way back in the day when she looked like Tilda Swinton. Which I will say, the actresses look just alike enough so that I know. But at first, when they do this establishing shot of her from afar, I was like, oh my god, did Derek Jarman do Tilda Swinton in old people makeup like a billion
yeah, I thought
years
that for a second
before
too.
fucking Wes Anderson got to it, and then it wasn't her, and I was a little disappointed, but it's okay because she looked like the old lady in Titanic too, and I was kind of into it.
Yeah, it's a really solid, very, very emotional, very poignant little short.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
And, I'm probably gonna have to get on that. I'm gonna have to get on that Derek Jarman train.
So am I. I ended up watching one of his other shorts yesterday as well, and today I was going to watch Blue, but I ended up getting a little too sidetracked. But I'm very excited.
I think Blue is the good one to end with because it was, after all, his last movie. But we have seen something that Mr. Jarman has had his paws in, because he did part of the set design for Ken Russell's The Devils.
Yep, but I actually haven't seen The Devils, so
I have, and it's really good.
Yeah, didn't he work for?
He worked for Ken Russell for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like he worked for someone else too that I like, but maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it's just Russell.
So we're going to finish this up with a bit of a wet fart.
It's not a wet. It's okay.
It's okay. It's fine. It's Vesti la Giuba from Pagliacci.
Yes.
An opera name I recognize.
Because everyone knows Pagliacci, the sad fucking clown.
The sad fucking David Bowie Ashes to Ashes clown.
So this short essentially frames the entire film. It's not really frames the entire film. It just literally pops up one scene after scene after scene.
Yeah, it's the cartilage of the film. It's like it separates each of the 9 previous pieces. So you wonder what John Hurt is doing in this opera house. Yeah. But then at the last minute, we get a John Hurt, I guess, solo, a John Hurt aria.
Yes, he's only performing for one single woman.
And motherfucker can't lip sync to save his life.
At all. Like, whoever edited this deserves to be hit, first of all. And second of all, John Hurt's really good in this. Yeah, John Hurt's really fucking good. But
here's the secret sauce of this. John Hurt is a really good actor.
Well, yeah, no shit. John Hurt's always great. So yeah, the last short was not very good as a whole. So yeah. Anyway, that's Aria. So should we do so top 3 for you?
Well, I've got my rankings. I've got my top 10. I got my top 10. I'm gonna go work my way from the bottom.
Okay, go ahead.
10 Altman, 9 Beresford, 8 Temple, 7 Roig, 6 Bryden, 5 Goddard, 4 Sturridge, 3 Rodham, 2 Jarman, 1 Russell.
Okay, I'm into that. Okay, so 10 Altman, 9 Beresford, 8 Sturridge.
Really?
Sorry. No. 8 Bryden. I don't know. 7 and 8 are Bryden and Sturridge.
Okay.
6 Temple, 5 Roeg, 4 Russell, 3 Rodham, 2 Goddard, 1 Jarman.
Okay. So there's some overlap. Yeah. Some disagreements.
Yeah, we did pretty decently. But anyway, so you think it's fresh or rotten?
I think it's fresh. This is an interesting exercise in sort of melding high art and the mongrel art that is film. It's basically music videos for arias. Some work, some don't, but it's pretty interesting across the board.
Yeah, exactly. As a whole, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. I think it's worth watching, even if you have to sit through the shitty ones. There's some really, really good stuff in here.
There's some solid shit in here.
Yeah, and I mean, if you desperately just don't want to sit through the shitty stuff, go look up the shorts on YouTube. Your recommendation, my recommendation. How do we? I always forget.
My pick. So yours first.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking go ahead and just pick something. I'm sure I totally know what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick something simple because I feel like probably talked enough this podcast. This might be a longer one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Nicholas Roeg's The Man Who Fell to Earth, because the late, great David Bowie is in it. And I have been, yes, R.I.P. David Bowie. I spent far too much time crying fairly recently, and my Black Star vinyl comes in tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm probably going to watch The Man Who Fell to Earth in theaters in like a week and a half. So as a rewatch. But I think it's such a cool movie.
It's a great messy 70s sci-fi allegory thing.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, you go ahead. What's your recommendation?
I'm going to recommend a Robert Altman movie I like.
Okay, that's cool.
That I love, in fact. It's one of my favorites by him. It's The Long Goodbye, starring Elliot Gould, an adaptation of the Raymond Chandler novel of the same name. It's really good. It has like that shaggy 70s feel that I love best in movies. Great LA movie. And keep your eyes peeled for a young, buff as shit Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, though, Juan.
Shoot.
What's your opinion on buff dudes?
Buff dudes? I don't know. I mean, buff dudes sometimes can be pretty great, sometimes can be pretty terrible, but more importantly, this is a perfect lead-in to what our next week's movie is gonna be.
I like that you smashed the softball I tossed you right out of the park.
I know, right? Thank you. I'm like, I did such a great job. So, we are going to watch...
Be careful what you say, man, because once you record it and put it out there, it becomes like law. We have to do it.
This is a movie Derek has been dreading forever, and I too have.
Listen, don't front. You've been dreading this too.
But I'm also absolutely fascinated by this film's existence.
God makes all 50% movies equal.
Yes, and so this is a film that is essentially a like queer bear version of like Sex in the City.
Oh Lord.
And, and it's called Bear City.
For fuck's sake. Dude, this movie looks so bootleg.
It's The Revenant, but like done right.
Oh God.
How many pot shots will I take at The Revenant this year? 1,000.
The year is pretty young.
Exactly.
Well, we're not going to watch The Revenant next time. We are going to watch Bear City.
Like, I hope I'm proved wrong.
I mean, I certainly hope
this movie is like complete garbage. But like one of the popular reviews on Letterboxd specifically states, "This is what's wrong with queer cinema."
Me, it's like the opposite of you. Like, I hope this movie is fucking awesome. I hope this movie is really funny.
I do too. I genuinely do. I know it doesn't sound like I do, but I really do. But yeah. So
Juan and I run a website, Dim the House Lights. You can find it at dimthehouselights.com. There you can find, mostly our long-form film criticism, but also the long-form film criticism of some other talented writers such as Michelle Arf, Chris Mello, Ross Burks, and Carl Harris. If you're interested in this podcast specifically, you can go to the podcast's website, which is at sitnwypodcast.tumblr.com. From there, you can find links to both of our Letterboxd pages, both of our Twitter accounts. You can find links to our old episodes, and most importantly, you can find a link to our iTunes show page. There you can give us a rating, a review, and basically give us a little bit more exposure because we would love that.
Yeah.
Juan has a gig writing at the Miami New Times, and everything I write you can find at my portfolio blog, which is at montrealschlockcity.com. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, so that's a wrap on Aria, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Cool. Peace out.